Restriction. Okay, straight off restriction. Some folks gonna get on up in here. We are live, y'all. We are back. Okay, make sure you coming in. Make sure you sharing. This is gonna be a very informative live. All right. Like I don't know who's in here right now. All right, but tap in. All right, tap in. I know I said 10 o'clock Eastern. All right, I'm in Hawaii right now, so I didn't know what the time. I just said 10 Eastern. I know I'm 5 hours behind. But y'all, we tapped in, y'all. We linked in. Okay, we are back. We are live. Okay, we are back and we are live. All right, make sure y'all have y'all notebooks, pens ready. All right, so this is going to be a major live. I've been doing a lot of lives on TikTok that hasn't been able to get recorded. All right, but this one right here, we will be able to save this. All right, so, all right, we are back. All right, peace and love to everybody. All right, I personally want to say I appreciate everybody that did the transformation with me or transition to TikTok with me. All right, because without y'all, we wouldn't have been able to get to 1,000 viewers or 1,000 friends on there, which made us able to go live and give this info out. So yes, we going live from Honolulu right now. It's raining right now. It's kind of ugly right now, to be honest. I was gonna do this at the beach, but it started raining. But it is what it is. All right, but we live from Honolulu, okay? Live from Honolulu, okay? I done drove all around this damn mountain. Yeah, I done started from point A and drove all the way fucking around, drove 2 hours. All right, I done been all the way around this motherfucking mountain. All right, no stopping, just sightseeing. All right, just sightseeing. Tomorrow, I'm going to the beach and I'm getting on them. Let me say this without getting restricted. I'm getting on those. How can I say those ooms? Put SH in the beginning, but I'm getting on those ooms tomorrow at the beach because that's what I came out here for. I came out here to do ooms. Shh. Okay, on the beach for those that don't know what I'm talking about. All right, because I'm a person of adventures. I'm a person of adventures. I'm an impulsive person. All right, I'm a very impulsive person. All right, very. All right, so yes, it's a big ass fucking circle. I started from, I can't even pronounce the lingo. I started from Honolulu and started going left, and I just went all the way clockwise and made my way all the way around. So the island isn't that big, okay? Beautiful. All right, it's not that big. It's beautiful. All right, yeah, I got some more sightseeing to do tomorrow, but hell yeah. Yeah, you know, Hawaii all the way, okay? I came out here, I was like, I might be a little too saucy out here. Like, everybody, it's kind of, you know, moderate. You know what I'm saying? It's like old motherfuckers out here. No offense to the old people. We love you. All right, but there's a lot of old people out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't really be hearing people just saying I'm going to Hawaii. And why is that? Why don't folks ever? But when I'm driving around, I'm starting to see, I'm like, okay. All right, so anyway, make sure y'all get y'all bill out, y'all, because I'm going to be breaking down a little further of the endorsement process. Okay, I'm going to be breaking down the endorsement process a little bit more than what I've been doing. All right, because, you know, I got to go a little harder for those that keep saying, man, that ain't real. You know, we got to keep stepping on these folks. We got to keep stepping on them with truth. Not a bad step. I don't want y'all to think when I be going back and forth with people and I be posting shit. Y'all, it don't be hard feelings, y'all. I just know folks just need to be talked to a certain way. All right, folks need to be talked to a certain way. You can't just talk to a person all nice and dandy and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You got to talk to them like, yo, no, you can't get that. All right, no, you can't get that. You can't. All right, you can't get unlimited questions. All right, but you ain't gonna disrespect me like I'm a robot, like I don't have feelings. Like, if folks be thinking I'm supposed to be professional, like I'm supposed to just sit there and just take it. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and take disrespect. But we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And plus, I don't work for nobody. All right, y'all say this lagging. Okay, hold on. Let's get it together. All right, hold on. Let me know when we back straight. Nah, I got all bars. I don't know what's going on. I got all bars right now. I don't know what's going on. Nah, I'm not near no Wi-Fi. I'm not near no Wi-Fi. I was gonna do this live at the beach, but it started raining. All right, so it started raining. So that's why I had to come back to the car real quick. Damn. So hopefully it gets better. I got all bars. I don't know why it's saying. What's going on? Hold on. Here you go. Let me see if I move. Let me try to move. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, let me try to move. I got all bars, so I don't know what's... Damn, I want to do this shit at the beach. It started raining. It's really been raining the whole time I've been here. I really want to slick leave. I ain't gonna cap to you. But I'm gonna give Hawaii a chance. I'm gonna give Honolulu a chance because it looks nice. It's just drizzling too much. All right, it's just drizzling. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? All right, I just had to move. That's all. We gonna move. We just had to relocate for a little bit. Okay. All right, we good? We good? Yeah, we got all bars. We got all bars. Nah, we should be good now. We good? Yeah, we should be A1 right now. We should be A1. Yeah, we good now. All right, so make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all pens out. Get your pad out. Go ahead and get your phones out. All right. Somebody asked me, somebody commented to a post I put on TikTok saying, why would you remove something from your credit if it doesn't have a negative in front of? And the brother asked a great question. He was like, well, if they do that and they zero it out, how do they get around going to the banks and getting, I guess, judged by their credit? All right. So brilliant question. You see what I'm saying? Brilliant question. That's a great question. All right. So this is how you super perceive that. All right. By reading the Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1, Part 2. All right. So, is the brother on here? Okay. How you doing, brother? Peace and love, brother. Peace and love, brother. Great question that you had. Great question that you had. So let me go ahead and answer that for you. Because people say, hey, great debate. Great. It's not a debate. It's a conversation. You see what I'm saying? It's a conversation. All right. So basically, the Federal Reserve Section 16. All right. Part 1. Let's go ahead and read that. Let's go ahead and read that right quick. I know a lot of y'all already don't realize, oh my gosh, here we go again. Federal Reserve 16, Part 1, Part 2. All right. So that's what we're going to read. All right. So we're going to read Federal Reserve Section 16. Part 1. All right. Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1. All right. Because this is for the brother that asked a great question. All right. And I've never been asked that question because it's like folks really don't be thinking. All right. Folks don't be thinking. So great question. What the question was, all right, if we're zeroing out the balance, all right. I think he said, if the debt is still there, how do we basically prove to the banks, all right, that we're worthy of or credit worthy? All right, because the banks would still see that line of credit. So that was a good question. All right, so this is the answer. All right, so remember, when you endorse a bill, do I have anybody on here that has successfully endorsed a bill? All right, meaning when you endorse a bill, all right, it goes to zero. All right, that zero, all right, is going to then be reported on your credit report. All right, so it's not going to be a debt because it was never a negative in front of it. So it never was a debt. You see what I'm saying? It was always a credit. All right, so when we basically zero it out to zero, all right, our credit goes up. I just don't say that because I don't want people harping on and living by a credit score by saying, oh, damn, I just endorsed my bill and my credit went up. You see what I'm saying? Because now a person is thinking, okay, I'm doing this so my credit can go up, when really that's not the really case. You see what I'm saying? Like, meaning when you zero your account out, it goes up. It just got paid. You see what I'm saying? It just got performed. It don't go down. You see what I'm saying? Like, do I have anybody, I don't know, if a student that basically endorsed her whole student loan to zero. All right, hopefully she's on here. I don't know if she's on here. All right, if she is on here, ask her if her credit went up. Okay, because it goes from late payment to a paid. All right. So again, do I have anybody in here that has successfully endorsed a bill? All right. If you have, just say I. If you have, just say I. Okay. All right. So people can differentiate the ones that already are winning. All right. Okay. If you have, just say I. All right. So we're going to go over the Federal Reserve Section 16. Now, I went over this in previous lives before. All right. But I kind of want to break it down even faster. I'm not going to go over like I usually do, because I want to go straight to people's bills. All right, I want to go straight to your bill. I want to show y'all exactly what you need to be looking for on your bills and certain terms that needs to go on the bills. Now, again, you need to proceed with your own precaution. Okay, proceed with with your own precaution due to the fact. All right, don't go off what I tell you. All right, I want y'all to look at me like I am a liar. I want you, every word that come out my mouth, I don't want you to believe any of it, okay? Because I want you to fact check me, all right? Because everything that I say and speak about is just in the layman's form of this law, okay? It's just in the layman's form of the law. Now, everything I speak about, all right, it might sound like it's, oh, wait, that sounds too simple. Of course, it doesn't say this in law. I'm just breaking it down in layman's terms. All right, so for right now, we're going to Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1. All right, and that's .gov. So we just simply type in there Federal Reserve Section 16. All right. First thing that popped up is Federal Reserve Board of Governors. All right, Federal Reserve Board Section 16, notes issues. All right, once you get there, say there. Once you get there, say there. Once you get there, say there. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm about to get blessed today. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm about to get blessed today. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm about to get blessed today. Okay? All right, Federal Reserve Section 16. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. All right, this is why banks can never. All right, this is why banks can never. All right, this is why banks can never tell you no. All right, we just got to do a little bit of reading, family. That's it. I'm going to read for you. I'm going to read for you. All right, because I can tell everybody right now, all right, y'all go read. And I get up off here and people can go read this and it's going to be like Spanish. All right, it's about to, you're going to think it's Spanish. So I'm going to read this with y'all. All right, because we are saved in the creditor's name. Okay, we are not debtors. All right, all our debts has been paid for if you've been paying attention to the good book. All right, forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. All right, meaning we have debtors, meaning we aren't debtors. My apartment, my pastor jeans is starting to come out. All right, but yeah, y'all, Federal Reserve Section 16 notes. We at Part 1. All right, number 1, it says issuance of Federal Reserve notes. Nature of obligations where redeemable. All right, it says Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the boards of governors. Now, first of all, you have to understand who the fuck are the board of governors. All right, and who the hell who are these people that has the discretion rather to say yay or nay? All right, now you have to understand. It says of the Federal Reserve System. It don't say the board of governors of the Federal Reserve Bank. It says board of governors of the Federal Reserve System, meaning there are multiple board of governors. All right, I'm here to let y'all know, if you basically submit an application on behalf of your all caps name, you are operating as a board of governor. How are you operating as a board of governor? Because you are submitting an application for Federal Reserve notes. Okay. All right, just follow along with me, family. Just read with me. All right, just read with me, because I know some folks like, man, we're not boards of governors. I just Googled who the board of governors are, and it was 5 white guys. There was 1 white woman. I didn't see my face nowhere up there. All right, brother, or sister, that's because you didn't know who else is a part of the Federal Reserve System. This is a system, meaning there's multiple parts to this system. You got to remember, you are a major part because, all right, the all caps name that you are utilizing is the consumer. The all caps name that you are utilizing is the taxpayer. The all caps name that you are utilizing is the name of the trust. Or we can just go a little deeper and say that's the name of your private bank. We are all private bankers. All right. All right. And all our individual banks come together, makes up the central bank, family. Simple, simple, simple. All our banks together makes up the central bank, which is the Federal Reserve System. Family, we are the ones that issue basically Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of Board of Governors. We are the ones that's supposed to have the discretion. The problem is we are walking into establishments and getting based off our credit scores. And since all of us have basically came up learning how to live by a credit score, you see what I'm saying? Soon as they say no, we go. Soon as they say no, we go. Soon as they say no, we turn around and go. Guess what we go and do? We go and try to build up our credit. We go and try to add trade lines. We go and try to remove shit. You see what I'm saying? We go and try to pay other. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of shit going on. A whole bunch of shit going on for no reason. All right, we don't stand there and say, hey, wait a minute, bank. Who gave you permission to deny me of my right to credit? Hey, whoa, wait a minute, bank. Who gave you permission to deny me of my rights to credit? You know what a lot of y'all saying? You know what a lot of y'all saying? A lot of y'all saying, I'm the original creditor, but you're not doing nothing to prove it. You're just standing there and saying shit. All right, you got to prove. It ain't about what you know. It's about what you can prove. And a lot of y'all, if you had a gun to your head, you couldn't prove anything if your life depended on it. If somebody put a gun to y'all head and said, motherfucker, prove it, a lot of y'all would be dead in 5 minutes. Okay? All right? So, yeah, they start asking for cosigners and shit. None of that, y'all. Why? Let me finish reading Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1. Let me finish reading because we only read 2 damn lines. All right, Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of making advances, to Federal Reserve banks. Y'all see the division? Y'all see how they just switched that shit up? They went from Federal Reserve System to now talking about Federal Reserve Bank. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Live from Hawaii. Okay, y'all see that? All right, y'all see how they switcheroo just now? Meaning you got to be informed to see how they switching shit up as they're talking. All right, because they saying a whole bunch of shit very fast in a short span of time. All right, let me read again. Let me read again. Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the Board of Governors, meaning us, of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of making advances to the Federal Reserve banks. Meaning the Board of Governors forward this shit to the Federal Reserve Bank. Now, who is the Federal Reserve Bank? Because they have a agent. All right, so let me give you an example because I have to teach through examples. All right, today we're going to use all right, let's use a woman today because we always use dudes. All right, today we're going to use a woman named Sally Mayonnaise. All right, let's say Sally Mayonnaise, all right, walked her ass into Bank of America to try to go get a quote-unquote loan for a car. Sally Mayonnaise walked into Bank of America. All right, Sally Mayonnaise fills out an application. Her real name is Sally Susan Mayonnaise. All right, but on her application, she put in all caps, Sally Mayonnaise. All right, she also put a social security number that's linked to Sally Mayonnaise. All right, she also signed as the grantor on the behalf of Sally Mayonnaise, not knowing that she was doing this shit. All right, so she walked her ass inside of the bank. She submitted her application. All right, that agent that works for Bank of America, that level 1 agent that took that application, turned around, went to their Federal Reserve department, not Federal Reserve, my bad, their financial department, my bad. All right, so let me say it again. Sally Mayonnaise walks in. Here you go, Bank of America rep. That Bank of America rep gets that application, turns around, because that Bank of America rep don't know shit. That Bank of America rep pays bills using cash too. That motherfucker don't know nothing either. You see what I'm saying? They turn around and submit it to the department because they're doing their duties. Hey, I have an application here. Hey, what do I do with it? And then their boss tell them, hey, deposit, get it over to our finance department. The finance department is led by a Federal Reserve agent who does business for Bank of America, who goes to the Federal Reserve Bank to get those Federal Reserve notes. So let's rewind. Go back to Sally Mayonnaise. Sally Mayonnaise walks in. Hey, here's my application. That rep takes that application, turns it around, gives it to their finance department. That finance department escalates that to their Federal Reserve agent. Every national bank has a Federal Reserve agent. Every state bank has a Federal Reserve agent that handles all the security duties on behalf of that transaction. All right, so is everybody with me? All right, so Sally Mayonnaise, because we got to keep track of the application. It went from Sally, she signed it, she gave it to the rep. Let's just call the rep John. John took that to his finance department, deposited, gave it to that department. That department took that application, gave it to the CFO, who's really the Federal Reserve agent. What you thought CFO stood for? What you thought CFO stood for? What you thought CFO stood for? Chief Financial Officer. Attention, motherfucker. All right, attention, nigga. What? You better salute. That's the chief. You know what I'm saying? And you a chief too. Chiefs talk to chiefs. Bosses talk to bosses. You see what I'm saying? Chief Financial Officer. All right? Handles the highest level of the finance documents. You see what I'm saying? So they receive the application, go to the Federal Reserve, and they get those Federal Reserve notes that have been advanced by Sally Mayonnaise. Okay? All right, is everybody following along? All right, I feel like I did that on really a dummy level, so you really shouldn't be lost right now. We only read 3 goddamn lines. All right, so let's read again. Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the Board of Governors, which is us, of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of making advances to Federal Reserve banks through the Federal Reserve agent. I just told you who that is. As hereinafter set forth and for no other purpose are hereby authorized. All right, let's keep reading. It says the said notes shall be obligations of the motherfucking United States and shall be receivable by the motherfucking national and member banks. And did I mention all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks and for all taxes, customs, and other public dues? All right, so for all you status correction brothers and all you, and I've been waiting to come back on Instagram because I can't save this shit on TikTok when I be, you know what I'm saying this shit. As soon as I get done, that shit just get deleted. All right, so yeah, this shit about to stick and stones. All right, and I hope it break your bones. All right, listen, you don't need to correct no status. You don't need to authenticate no birth certificate, because are we reading? Did they say we had to do any of that this whole time? No. All right, no law, nowhere ever has it ever says you gotta correct your status. The status that you must correct is your capacity to this information. A lot of people is reading this totally wrong. Y'all know how many brothers and sisters that have corrected their status or authenticated their birth certificate and they still paying bills using cash? They still trying to get out the system? Whoever's telling you, hey, I can show you how to get out the system. Hey, man, I'm here to say I think they're agents. Yeah. And I done listened to some agents before, but then I started thinking about where are these brothers reading this mumbo jumbo from? Where is these sisters reading this mumbo jumbo from? Where do it say authenticate a motherfucking birth certificate? Where does it say we gotta correct our status to be non-U.S. citizens? Where the fuck does it say that it's? All right, because I'll be happy to hippity hop to read this shit all day. If it said that, I don't see it nowhere. Never have I ever, for never, have seen it where it said, brother, before you do all this, your ass better correct your status. Or, brother, before you do all this, you better file a UCC1. Or, brother, before you do all this, you better do your security party packet or credit, security party, I can't even say it. Secured creditor party packet, all right? You gotta do a secure credit party, that motherfucking tongue twister. Alright, that mumbo jumbo. Alright, cause I used to go down that lane too, like, oh, I gotta learn about the UCC, cause I gotta put the UCC 1 on file of all my oh, and they don't do it, I'm gonna put a lien on this judge, a lien on him, I'm gonna put a lien on him, I'm gonna put a, man, sit your leaning ass down. The only thing leaning is your capacity. Alright? Yeah, it used to be me. It used to be me. I said, I'm about to lean all of these motherfuckers for not taking my shit. What? Didn't get nowhere. Alright, yes, I got time today, and this is gonna save today. Alright? Alright, I've been arguing with motherfuckers on TikTok. They've been banning me and shit. I can't say certain shit. Motherfuckers hopping on there saying all kind of crazy shit like, listen to this motherfucking agent. Do not listen to this. But I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who is this pussy? I'm like, who is this pussy? The fuck? You know, you gotta watch your words over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? You know, my assistant that be helping my TikTok, she be telling me, she's like, hey, calm down. You can't say that. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I wish I could. What? All right. So, yeah, let's keep reading. It says the said note shall be obligation of the United States. Who is the United States? The United States is your all caps, people. All right. The United States is the all caps social that you've been using. That's who the fuck the United States. They just said, hey, Susie, what did we say her name was? Sally Susie Mayonnaise? Sally Susie Mayonnaise. Guess what? Sally Mayonnaise is the United States. And Sally Susie Mayonnaise is doing business on behalf of Sally Sue. Sally Mayonnaise. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me say it again. All right. Sally Susan Mayonnaise, all right, is doing business on the behalf of Sally, all caps, Mayonnaise. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that? Okay? Sally Mayonnaise, that's in all caps, is the United States, family. How come it's the United States? Let me explain that, because we got to explain every little detail. All right? Don't just believe everything I tell you. All right? Don't believe everything I tell you. All right? I want y'all to think that I'm a bona fide liar, a bona fide scammer. All right? What? I'm so lit to be back, because I can kind of say certain things. Y'all, TikTok be having me on goddamn ice. God, I had to change my damn lives to cute little bears and shit. I had to put cute little duckies just to goddamn throw them off. All right, so yeah, so all caps Sally Mayonnaise, all caps Sally Mayonnaise is the United States. All right, Sally Susan Mayonnaise is doing business on the behalf of Sally Mayonnaise, which is all caps. Okay, so in your perspective, the one that is looking at this live right now, your name that's in all caps, all right, you're doing business on behalf of that name. That name that you've been receiving bills on behalf of is the name of the United States account that was created when you were born. Yes, people. Now, we're not going to get all into that, all right? We can talk about this all day, all right? But this is what it is, all right? When it says that these said notes shall be obligations of the United States and shall be receivable by all national and member banks and Federal Reserve banks and for all taxes, meaning your taxes are paid for. It says for customs, meaning all customs are paid for. It says, and other public dues, meaning all public dues are already paid for. Can somebody give me an example of a public due? Can somebody give me an example of a public due? All right, so we can continue reading. We're still on, for the folks that just came in, we at Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 1, okay? Section 16, Part 1. All right, what is a public due? Oh, no, not a tax, because we already talked about tax. They already said tax is paid for. All right, rent is a public due. All right, toll is a public due. Utility is a public due. All right, who is this? She said the Federal Reserve isn't even a government agency. Okay, brother. So what is a Federal Reserve note, brother? You got to remember, the United States adopted the Federal Reserve System. 1933. 1933. 1933. 1933. All right, so we're operating under the Federal Reserve System. That's why they gave us a Social Security card. If we wasn't operating on the Federal Reserve System, family, none of us would have a Social Security card. A Social Security card didn't come out until 1935, 1936. The Federal Reserve was implemented in 1933. The meeting that they had for the Federal Reserve happened in, 1890? 30 years before they even introduced it to the United States. The United States adopted it. Okay, that was the whole emergency holiday, 1933. All that 4 days that they took, all they was doing was implementing the Federal Reserve System. That's it. That's all. All right, and we got to understand what the Federal Reserve System, okay, entails. All right, right now we're reading the Federal Reserve.gov. So, brother, what was the point of that saying the Federal Reserve is not even government? That's irrelevant information. You see what I'm saying? That's irrelevant. You don't want to run from this. You want to use it. We're reading the Federal Reserve.gov. What better way to use what they're telling us to use it against them? Let's use what they're giving us against them, because they're the one that's telling us these said notes shall be obligation of the United States. They're saying this. So let's just go with what they're saying. We don't want to say, no, we're not banks. We're not government. No. They're not government, so we don't want to. Yo, hey, family. Yo, just go read a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill. That motherfucker at the top says Federal Reserve note. Federal Reserve note. Okay, we gotta learn to play the game. You can start winning. All right, so it says they shall be redeemed. Goddamn, y'all know what redeem mean? It says they shall be redeemed in lawful money on demand at the Treasury Department of the United States, in the city of Washington, District of Columbia, or at any Federal Reserve Bank. Did y'all know that there was 12 Federal Reserve Banks? All right, this is the part where the brother that said about the removing things off credit. This is the part that I wanted to read to you. Again, we at Federal Reserve Section 16. We at Part 2 right now. This is the application for notes by Federal Reserve banks. All right, this is why a bank can't decline you for nothing. I'm going to say it 2 more times. This is why a bank can't decline you for nothing. I'm going to say it 1 more time. All right, this is why the bank can't deny you for nothing. Let's just read. All right, I'm going to read this through, and y'all tell me what y'all get from it, and then I'm going to break it down. All right, it says applications for notes by Federal Reserve Bank. All right, it says any Federal Reserve Bank may make application. Goddamn. Any Federal Reserve Bank may make application to the local Federal Reserve agents for such amount of the Federal Reserve notes hereinbefore provided for as it may require. It says such application shall be accompanied with tender to the local Federal Reserve agent of collateral in amount equal to the sum of the Federal Reserve notes thus applied for and issued pursuant to such application. All right. It says the collateral security. Goddamn. The collateral security, for those that don't know what that is, I will Google that. All right, it says the collateral security thus offered shall be notes, drafts, bills of exchange, or acceptance acquired under Section 10A, 10B, 13, 13A of this Act, or bills of exchange endorsed by a member bank. What are you? Of any Federal Reserve district and purchased under the provision of Section 14 of this Act, or banker's acceptance purchased under the provisions of said Section 14, or gold certificates, or special drawings, rights certificates, or any obligations which are direct obligations of, or are fully guaranteed as to principal and interest. Y'all, what are we doing with our balance on our bills? We're transferring the principal's balance to the principal's account on behalf of the fucking principal. It's that simple, y'all. All right. And it literally says right here, fully guaranteed as to principal and interest. By who? By the fucking United States. Well, I'll be damned. All right. Ain't on the back of your social, it says this is it might say something along the line, this is the property of the Social Security Administrative Office. No, the next question should be, who the fuck is the Social Security Administrative Office? All we're doing is transferring principal balance, exactly. All right, because the principal is United States. Oh, whoa, bomb. Trade alert, trade alert, trade alert, trade alert. Our all caps is the United States. Our all caps is the principal. The principal is the United States. Trade alert, trade alert, trade alert. All right, we are reading Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 2. All right. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. This is fun. All right, so let's read. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. It says, in no event, y'all know what that means. In no event shall such collateral security, which is the application, be less than the amount of Federal Reserve notes applied for, period. I'm going to read that 2 more times because that shit be going over people's head. It says, in no event shall such collateral security, which is the application, be less than the amount of Federal Reserve notes applied for, period. One more time to seal it in. In no event shall such collateral security be less than the amount of Federal Reserve notes applied for. All right, so the brother that asked me about transferring the principal balance. All right, what do we do about a bank still saying no? Well, we inform the bank that the application is what paid for the account. We don't even got to say that. We can say the application was the security collateral. If y'all need a tender, here's a tender. Now, I would highly advise folks to Google, what is a tender? How do we tender a payment? It's very simple, people. It's very simple, people. Okay? A lot of this shit is simple. All right? Granted, I had to learn the hard way, but I'm glad I learned the hard way. Pause. All right? Okay? All right? Because I wouldn't be able to break down what's not needed. All right? You don't need to authenticate a birth certificate. You don't need to go correct your status. All right? All you got to do is go read these acts. Okay? All we got to do is read these acts. They literally tell us, in no event shall the security collateral be less than the notes we applied for. Okay? Meaning we're not supposed to be getting declined. We're only getting declined because we think life is by a credit score. We're not grabbing life by the horns. We're living by the credit score. Alright? It said the Federal Reserve agent. Look at this, y'all. It said the Federal Reserve agent shall each day notify the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System of all issues and withdrawals of Federal Reserve notes to and by the Federal Reserve Bank to which he is accredited. Well, goddamn. They just told you. They just flat out told you. The Federal Reserve agent, he gets credited. He's getting his credit. He's getting his credit while you're paying. Man, if y'all don't see that shit, man, your soul ain't meant for it. All right, because it don't get no simpler than that. It don't get no simpler than that. Y'all be looking for templates and stuff. Hey, you got a template on it? Man, go just fucking read. Go create a template. All right? Your overstanding is the template. Okay, so back to your bill. On any bill, it doesn't matter what the bill is. Any bill, it doesn't matter what the bill is. Any bill, it doesn't matter what the bill is. Water, lights, utility, medical, child support, tax, credit card, car note, what else? All motherfucking bills, y'all. Because, let me ask y'all a question. You can just think this to yourself, and please remove everything you think is going on. Just answer this to yourself. For every bill that comes through your door or mail, okay, did you apply before you got that? I'm going to ask 2 more times. Every bill that you receive, did you apply for that account to open? One more time to seal it in. For every bill that you receive, okay, yes, we don't gotta keep asking, what about this? What about this? I'll say every bill that you see, ask yourself, did you submit an application? All right. The answer is yes. If you paying a bill and you didn't submit no application, I'm here to let you know you in the street deal. You doing business under the damn table. All right. So if every bill that you're paying and you utilize an application, I'm here to tell you that it's already prepaid. Okay, the application prepaid it. How do I know this? Because I just fucking read it. We just read it. Y'all know how many folks say, well, is it proof? How do we use this info? Is it proof to this? Well, why the fuck would they put this right here if there's no proof? All right, you might not be living it, but somewhere, somebody's living this. Y'all think these laws are just here for, oh, let me go ahead. You know, most people are like, well, you know, this, you know, they ain't teach black folks this, you know, they ain't teach us, you know, they ain't teach the hood this, you know, white folks know this. Yeah, how many white people on here right now? If you're white, say I. All right, if you're white, say I. If you're white and you didn't know this, say I. All right, because there's a lot of melanated people that think all white people know this. All right, so if you're white and you don't know this, say I. Okay, because for some reason, the melanated community believes all white people know this. And I be trying to tell them y'all don't. I be trying to tell them, man, they don't know shit neither, just like you don't know shit. None of us knew shit. We all in this together, okay? We all in this together. They be like, you know the white folk know this. They keep it, man. I'm like, shut up. Nobody keeping you from nothing. When the last time you read something? Shut up. This ain't the 40s. Ain't no Ku Klux Klan holding no gun in your head and saying, boy, I wish you would read. I'm gonna blow your motherfucking cap back, Blue. Ain't nobody saying that. Okay? Ain't nobody saying that. All right, we're all in this together. This is a kumbaya moment of sinners. Just in a big old pile of uninformed. Imagine if you was the only informed person in the class or just in the town and you walking by, you just kept quiet. You just watching everybody like, man, look at this. Look at this. That's how you gonna be when you become the first person in your family to get remedy, because people gonna be like, man, you out there scamming. Yeah, nobody knew this shit. Do I have any Hispanics on here that didn't know this? Because my fellow melanated brothers and sisters, for some reason, feel like we was left out of the meeting and y'all was the only ones at the meeting. I don't know why we think like this. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Now, granted, I used to be, we're oppressed. So I get it. You feel me? That made me think all these civil rights leaders might be agents. Okay, because none of these folks is telling us to read Nathan. Okay, Nathan. All right, so I got some Hispanic folks that don't know. Okay, thank you. So, as a collective, there's, wait a minute. I don't want to leave the people out. All right, are there any melanated people on here that didn't know what this was? All right, go ahead and raise it high. Don't be ashamed, because you just seen your white brethren didn't know this. Your Hispanic brethren didn't know this, okay? All right. Now, before y'all call me the COON, I'm here to let you know you would have to know me 3 years ago to really understand what kind of transition I've really made, okay? Because 3 years ago, I was not talking like this. Oh, my goodness. What? If I heard me say this now, 3 years ago, I'll be like, yo, this motherfucker's lost like hell. What? Oh, hell nah. He's abandoning his people. Oh, hell nah. For real. I had to read. You know what I'm saying? I had to actually get remedy. These folks ain't seen my motherfucking face. Nobody. For every remedy I've received, these people did not see my face. I did not run in there and say, hey guys, look at me. I'm the guy with the text that's sending you documents. No, I'm saying all this shit from home. And do y'all think I'm talking to them like I'm talking to y'all now? No. What? I'm putting that call rep voice on. Hello, I am the agent here on behalf of the principal, here to utilize the principal's titles, rights, and interests. Okay, I would like to apply the principal's balance to the principal's account number for set off on behalf of the principal. Okay, I would like the CFO to carry these duties and carry this method out each and every billing cycle. Okay, I would also inform and instruct CFO to inform me in 5 business days. Yes, 5 business days. Okay, if he cannot fulfill his performance. Okay, all right. Now, because if he can't fulfill his performance, I need to know why. All right, and I need to know in 5 business days. Now, if I don't get anything back in 5 business days, I can assume. All right, do y'all hear what I'm dropping right now? Man, this should be your nightly prayer. Y'all know how we be like, I lay my eyes down to sleep, I pray to the Lord, my soul. This need to be your instructions need to be your nightly prayer. Okay, back to it. I instruct the CFO. All right, if he can't perform his duties in 5 business days, to send it me in writing explaining why he lacked to perform or why he failed to perform. You see what I'm saying? You got to say this type of shit. All right, you got to say this shit to line his goofy ass up. All right, so he can't play with you. How y'all think these people getting remedy? Y'all think these people going to court? People ain't going to fucking court. I'm just telling y'all to get prepared for court if they pull your card. Because a lot of y'all don't know what's going on. You just sending what the client tell you to send. Let's just be real. Let's just be real, okay? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. All right, so your instructions are so powerful because you're laying the structure of what's going on for future references. You see what I'm saying? You put it in a notice. You let them know, hey, I gave you 5 business days. What happened? All right, so if you don't receive anything in 5 business days, all right, when you don't receive nothing in 5 business days, guess what you do? Because a lot of y'all are stuck. A lot of y'all saying, brother, I sent it off, but I just don't get, they're just not saying anything. I'll be like, well, how many days did you give them? Like, what you mean by give them days? I said, so you didn't give them a deadline? I didn't know we had to. You didn't say that. I'd be like, do you have any kids? They'd be like, no. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And I'm like, then if they say they do, I was like, okay, well, all right, if your child's room was dirty, okay, and you came home and you said, clean your room up, you got 10 minutes, okay? Let's say your kid didn't clean it up in 10 minutes. What would you do, okay? Because what you would do in that moment is going to determine what you're going to do when you send it to them. If you ain't going to do nothing to your child, you definitely ain't going to do nothing to these banks, okay? You definitely ain't gonna do nothing to these banks. A lot of y'all let y'all child walk over y'all. You think what? What? A lot of y'all don't even have structure in y'all own house. You think you gonna try to structure an estate? Folks really be like, I didn't know we had to do a deadline. I didn't know that, brother. You should have told me that. I'm like, God damn. Sheesh. Well, how about you just let me buy your brain? Just give me your brain here. Just let me have your brain. Let me put your brain in my pocket. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Open your head up. Give me your brain because you ain't using it no damn way. Let me get your brain. You know what I'm saying? Put your brain right here. And I'm going to put your brain right here. When you ready to start using it, you let me know. All right? Because folks just be saying shit. Like, oh, I didn't know we were supposed to ask for that. Like, goddamn. I shouldn't have to tell you that, brother. Shouldn't have to tell you that. How long you want to give them? You sent it off and you waiting for him to say something. You never gave him a deadline. That's like telling the kid, hey, clean your room up whenever you feel like it. They like, okay, Dad, I'm about to go back outside then. The fuck? Folks, real live, y'all. Real live. Okay? And you got to get talked to like this so you can correct it. Because if I be all nice and shit, like, oh, brother, it's okay, brother. You're just going to, hell no. Hell no, because it's not okay. It's not okay. That type of mentality is not okay. Okay? All right? So, this is what it is. the main objective of what we are doing, and you can save this live. Y'all please stop asking me, hey, can you please say it again? This live is going to be saved. Just run it back. Just run it back. All right? Just run it back. Whoever asking how to endorse the statement, you're going to have to buy a class. You don't know how to endorse, I can tell you right now what to do. That shit going to get your shit shut off. That shit going to get your shit. You better ask somebody in the comments. Just ask somebody, like, has anybody got their stuff shut off? Dudes trying to do this process. They're here. We're all here. I'll ask for you. Is there anybody in here that has utilized this method and you got something shut off? I won't get mad. Say it. Say it with your chest. Say, I have. Say it. Come on now. Say it. There we go. Say it. It's more. Come on. We got to let your brothers and sisters know that's behind you. Let them know. Come on now. There's more. Come on now. Come on. Let's be honest. Come on now. We don't got nothing to hide. It's nothing to hide. Hey, come on now. Y'all be talking a lot of shit. Not y'all. I'm saying a lot of folks be talking a lot of shit behind my back. Come on. I know you probably got your account shut down. Okay? All right. I know. Okay, I know. And I know the reason why. Okay? 100% of people get their account shut down because they don't know how to enforce their rights. All right? Now, let's put me in a position. I've never got any of my accounts shut down. I don't know. I guess the universe was on my side. I guess these motherfuckers were really just scared of me. All right. I never had no one shut any of my accounts down. I can honestly say that. All right. Now, what would I do if they did shut my shit down? All right. I would immediately send them a letter. All right. With a power of attorney. All right. Enforcing them to, I demand y'all to open this account back up. All right. I am the equitable owner of this account, and this account being closed is not equitable to me. Okay. You guys have 5 business days to open this account. All right. You also have 5 business days to write to me explaining why y'all haven't opened the account up. If y'all do not complete this in 5 business days, y'all gotta line that shit up as if somebody didn't accept your endorsed bill 3 times. Then you have your federal claim. Breach of contract, family. Breach of contract. Oh, I gotta say the disclaimer for motherfuckers to start sending shit in. I am not an attorney. This is not legal advice. All right, this is just for information and entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, please proceed at your own will. Okay, please be careful. Please do not look at somebody else's remedy and think that's your remedy. Okay, because you're gonna be in the hell of, you're gonna be hurting and looking real embarrassed. For no, being having confidence for no reason. Saying, well, I said exactly what you said, and they said no. Good. I hope they keep saying no. I hope they keep saying no to all y'all non-readers. I hope none of y'all non-readers get remedy. Yep. Yep. Because you don't deserve remedy. I'd hate to see somebody that didn't read and get remedy, and you got folks that's out here reading hours and hours, piecing this motherfucking puzzle together, then piecing it together and then getting remedy. You know what I'm saying? I hope none of y'all that don't read get remedy. And I hope you keep spending money. I hope you blow it all. Yep. I hope you leave from me and go to somebody else that don't know shit. And I hope you go spend money over there and not read. And I hope you leave them and talk shit about them and go over there and spend money with her that don't know a motherfucking thing. And I hope that shit don't work either. Yep. Fuck positivity. Fuck that. I'm tired of building fake ass hope. Like, oh my gosh, I took so many classes. I'm like, well, what have you read? Good. Keep spending that money then. You got it. Fuck it. You got it. Keep spending it. Woman told me I spent $15,000 in this. I said, well, you got another $15,000? Spend that shit, Melinda. Spend that shit. You got it. Spend it. Go ahead and buy both of my class note read. Go ahead. My shit $700. Come on, spend it. My shit ain't on 15,000. Spend that shit, Melinda. Cash App, Zelle ready. Come on, let's get it. You spending that motherfucking money. Come on with it. And you ain't read it. Come on with it. All I gotta do is sound like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, come on down, Melinda. I got exactly what you need, Melinda. Hell yes. You said 15,000. Oh yeah, and you still don't overstand none of this shit. Y'all don't even be hearing how y'all be sounding when y'all be saying it. Oh my gosh, I've been studying for 20 years and I haven't got nowhere. I'm like, who the fuck you know runs on a treadmill for 20 miles and don't burn no calories? Who the hell you know, okay, all right, doing 20 million push-ups a day and ain't getting no 15-minute swole? Y'all don't even be making fucking sense. I'm like, okay, this is when the real me got to come out. All right, listen, Melinda. I know you ain't. You just. I got to talk to you real, Melinda, because you come to me for the truth. So I got to give it to you, Melinda. All right, Melinda. Listen. You just said you've been studying for the last 15 years. You spent this amount of dollars. Okay, Melinda. You also said you don't have any clear direction of nothing. I'm gonna say, Melinda, look, I'm 30 years old, Melinda. You said you've been studying this for 10 years. Melinda, listen. It didn't take me no 10 motherfucking years to read the Federal Reserve Act, to read the Bill of Exchange Act. I don't know what the fuck took you that long to read what, Melinda? But you give me 10 years on this info. What? You gonna be thinking I'm Jesus. You gonna think I'm Jesus. 10 years on one subject. It only took me 2 years to really figure this shit out. 10 years, and I'm supposed to feel bad for how much money you spent? No, Melinda. Cash App or Zelle. What you want to do, Melinda? I ain't even about to read your next paragraph that you just sent. I ain't about to keep reading this shit. Folks be giving you all this. Oh my gosh, I'm tired of going down rabbit holes. Oh my gosh, it's just so much info out here. But it seems like you're the only brother that's really pieced this together. But I'm just skeptical on giving out money. I've been scammed on Cash App before, so how do I know I can trust you? Folks act like I'm sitting in front of them applying for them. Folks think I'm knocking on the door like Jehovah's Witness asking them, do you know the Lord Jesus' name in Christ is your Lord and Savior? Folks act like I'm knocking on the door and saying, hey, would you like to sign up for my class? These people are coming in my inbox and asking me, is this legit? I'm like, yo, what brung you here? What made you come to the inbox? What intrigued you? Because it had to be proof. Because ain't no way you asking about a class, I tell you the price, and then you ask, is it legit? If I told you it was free, I don't even think some of y'all would be asking me that. All right? So this is what it is, y'all. We got 2 minutes left. I'm going to have to do another live right after this. All right? Damn, Facebook. Y'all don't, IG, y'all giving me times now? What? I thought we was good, IG. What? Okay, so I got 1 minute and 30 seconds left, y'all. So this is what we gonna do. All right, after we put this up, I'm gonna save this as part 1. All right, I'm gonna do another live. All right, we live from Hawaii. All right, we live from Hawaii. All right, grab your motherfucking notebooks, grab your pen. All right, make sure you grab a bill. Make sure you grab a bill. Okay? Okay? All right, we already understand all our accounts are already paid for. So please don't, nobody asks, can I do this with this? Can I do this with that? We already done read Federal Reserve Section 16, Part 2. Application is the security collateral, and it's equivalent to the Federal Reserve notes that was applied for. Yes, your rent was already paid for. Yes, your credit card is already paid for. Yes, this shit is legit. All right, no, you're not going to get anything if you don't read. Doesn't matter how legit it is, you're going to fail. Okay? All right, so we're going to do a part 2. All right, so y'all stick with me. All right, I ain't going to hold y'all all night. All right, because I'm still trying to hit the beach up. It's gonna stop raining. All right, so that's what it is. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. I'm about to get off this live, post this up, and then I'm gonna hop back on and finish out the build and how you should view it.